Alright, Shalom. Alright, we're the brothers out of GMS ATL. This is Gamal Ya'Allah.
It's Kasal.
Alright, and we're giving all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Also, double honors to the apostles, the elders that rule well, and also Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing this truth and sincerity. Alright, the Spirit jumped on us to do a lesson. Alright, and this lesson is going to be on pretty much just sufferance. And comforting, finding comfort in the scriptures and leaning to Yahawashi for your sufferance, right? You had something you wanted to go into?
Yeah, I want to start off with the book of Matthew, the 27th chapter. I'm gonna start off at verse 27, and I wanted to start off here because a lot of people, they'll cry and complain about, the suffering. Oh, I ain't got no job, or I ain't got no woman, I ain't got no money. Whatever the case may be, it's just you got a lot of people out there that just complain about the suffering, but they don't consider Yahawashi suffering. So I wanted to bring this out. This is Matthew 27, and I'm gonna start at 27. It says, "Then the soldiers of the governor took Yahawashi into the common hall, and gathered unto him the whole band of soldiers. And they stripped him, and put on him a scarlet robe. And when they had plaited a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him, and mocked him, saying, Hail, hail, King of the Jews."
Right, so they mocked Yahawashi, right? They said, "Hail, King of the Jews," right? Which he never called himself King of the Jews either, right? Go ahead.
All right. "And they spit upon him, and took the reed, and smote him on the head." All right. And after they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him, and put on his own raiment on him, and led him away to crucify him. And they came out, and they found a man of Cyrene, Simon by his name, by name, and they compelled to bear his cross. And when they were come unto the place called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of a skull, they gave him vinegar to drink, mingled with gall. And when he tasted thereof, he would not drink. All right, so that's just some of the the sufferings that the Lord went through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just to give a couple of examples. Some of us ain't going through that. Not even
Not even close.
Right. There's no way any of us on this earth right now are really going through that kind of suffering. So I just wanted to bring that out.
Right, and if I could comment on that too, Yahawashi was the living sacrifice for the elect, all right, for us, right? So, he endured, because he lived a blameless life, man. He lived a perfect life. So, for him to put his life on the line and to basically go through that, to go through that's the slack it, hold on. But that's the worst suffering, that's the worst torture in the history of mankind, right? That's the worst form of torture. And Yahawashi did that for us, for the elect. I mean, Lord willing, we be of that number. But we, because the scriptures also say, bear up your cross, right? So we're going to go through similar things, right? We're going to be tormented. We're going to be mocked. We're going to catch hell, right? And it's going to get even worse because we're actually some of us are going to be tortured as well, right? For Yahawashi's name's sake. I got a precept I want to bring out. This is Romans 8:17. "And if children, then heirs of the power, and joint heirs with Yahawashi, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together." Right? So we gotta suffer with, us being in this truth, man. We're gonna suffer with him. Living in this world, all right, living in this just wicked kingdom of Babylon, aka America, right? But it says that we may be also glorified together. So there's glory in this thing, man, because you got these Jakes, these regular Jakes in the world. All right, they catch all types of hell, right? But they don't have anything to look forward to, right? So I mean, when we catch hell, we have something to look forward to. We got the kingdom of heaven to look forward to. But these average Jakes that's just catching hell, that's just it, man. So it says 18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in heaven. Oh, so like it revealed in us. So, whatever it is you're going through, man, whatever, whether it's your woman, whether it's your job, or you just sick and fed up with this place, right? Whatever it is that you're going through, man, the glory that's gonna be revealed in the kingdom of heaven is you can't compare. It's incomparable with what we're gonna receive.
Right. So isn't it worth it?
Right.
Wouldn't that be worth salvation, the kingdom, to go through all this? Not to be boastful or anything, but you kind of should be feeling kind of proud, so to speak, to have to deal with this, because if when that time comes, to be beamed up and with the chariots, you're gonna get that kingdom.
That's
now,
right.
Why not suffer now to get that glory in that kingdom? You know what I mean?
Right.
If I may, I got one for you.
Go ahead.
All right. This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 14. It says, but, and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake. All right. So like the scripture say, you're going to suffer for righteous' sake. All right. Happy are ye. Like I just said, why not be happy and, be glad that you're of that chosen to go through the suffering to get that kingdom. All right. And it says, and be not afraid of their terror. So you're not supposed to be afraid of your suffering. You're supposed to acknowledge and grasp it. Just deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it says, and neither be troubled. All right, so just go through your suffering, do what you got to do to get to the kingdom. All right, you got
right. Yeah. Actually, I got yeah. Go ahead. Because like the brother said, man, just deal with it, man. I mean, you should take it cheerfully, because I mean, when you catch hell, that means the Lord's dealing with you, man. When you going through all types of sufferings, of course you feel down, but you have that reassuring feeling that the Lord is with you, man. And that's that motivation to keep you going. This is Psalms 55 and 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Right? So cast your burdens. Anything that you're going through, man, just put it on the Lord. Just pray, man. And that's something that we got to remember in this truth, man, because it's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse. So, I mean, you got to, when you catching more and more hell, all right, even in those last days, even when you being
persecuted,
you're persecuted, right? And the Lord also said, think not what to say, for I shall give you the words what to say. So, I mean, you got to put your trust in the Lord. You got to pray. All right, you got to constantly pray without ceasing and fast. All right, and just stay in the Spirit.
Yep.
And just continue to just rely on the Lord, man. What does that mean to rely? That faith or trust exercise you might have done in school.
You fall back.
You fall back.
Let the person catch you. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Same thing.
So you got to do that with the Lord, man. Just fall back, man. Let the Lord catch you, man, because you're in the Lord's hands. When you're in this truth, man, you're in the Lord's hands, man, and the Lord got you, man. You know, who's better hands to be in than the Lord, man? I wouldn't want to be in no Jake's. I wouldn't want to be in no Jake's hands. I wouldn't want to be in no one's hands but the Lord. Because the Lord got you, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
I got another one.
Okay.
Let me see. We'll go to Exodus 14 and 14. All right. Exodus 14. Yeah, the Lord shall fight for you. Actually, let's start at 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. Right? So this was during the time of the Egyptian captivity, right? All right. Israel was catching hell during that time, right? But Moses reassured them. All right, he said that you shall, the Lord got you, man. You shall see the salvation of the Lord. And where are we at now? We're in America, which is modern day Egypt, right? And also other kingdoms reincarnated, right? It's a super mega kingdom with the spirit of all these ancient kingdoms put together. But it says, you shall see them again no more forever. So you won't see any more troubles. You won't have to see these heathens ruling over you anymore ever again. Right? And it's 14, it says, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And the main part I wanted to touch on right there with that precept is the Lord shall fight for you. Right? So the Lord is gonna fight your battles, man. It's like having it's like you being the weakest motherfucker in the school, but you got your best friend is the strong, can beat everybody ass in the school. So you ain't gonna worry, man. Someone got beef with you, or someone, you know what I'm saying, you catch a hell. You small as hell, man. Right, you a small fry, right?
I can actually vouch for that because I was the smallest guy in the school.
Yeah.
But I always had the biggest friends.
Yep.
So somebody come fucking with me, hey man, this dude over here bothering me.
Yep.
That's how.
Someone give you trouble, man.
Yep.
Someone give you trouble. But it says the Lord shall fight for you. So we got the Lord on our side, man, and that's a really comforting thing, man. Just being able to rely on the Lord and put our burdens on the Lord. It says the Lord shall fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. Right? So you're gonna have peace in that. Right? You're gonna have, that's a peace of mind, knowing that the Lord shall fight for you, and the Lord, is working towards your benefit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You had
yeah, I got one.
Okay.
All right, this is 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi. All right, so you're gonna have to go through this. You're gonna have to endure that hardness because the Lord, like we always say, He's not looking for little boys. He's looking for men, for soldiers, warriors. So the more hardness you overcome, and the more suffering you overcome, that builds your character into being a good soldier of the Lord Yahawashi. All right. Verse 4 says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life." So you like I say, you worrying about why you ain't got a job, or your car broke down. You should be glad that that you're going through these sufferings, because that's building your character.
Right.
So he says that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. right? So, like I said, man, all the sufferings and the obstacles you have to face on your day to day, just deal with it, man. Because, like I said, the Lord chose, hopefully us to be, soldiers for Him, to get that salvation.
I got some. This is Ecclesiastes 7:3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. See, because like the brother just said, right, that builds character, right? Catching is hell, and first of all, it builds it gives you humility,
God,
right? Because you going through all these things, man, and you just feel low, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you just feel like you at an all-time low. But it says sorrow is better than laughter, right? So we're not in the spirit of cheerfulness. We're not in the spirit of joy or peace, right? Because we're afflicting our souls, man. We're constantly being afflicted and tested. All right, our faith is constantly being tested every day. So it says, "For by sadness of the countenance of the heart is made better." So your soul is being purified through that, because we're constantly being tried, and the scriptures say that, I shall make a man finer than gold. How do you make gold? You refine it, man. Right? It's a process, man. We're constantly being cleansed, right? We're constantly being cleansed through the oppressions and the hell and the torment that we're going through is constantly making us better. It's increasing our faith, increasing our character, like the brother said. I like that word.
Character.
I got a little bit more on that.
Okay, come.
The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Right? And that word mirth means pleasure. So, we find we got certain things that we lean towards too for pleasure, but we balance it out, right? We're not constantly laughing. We're not constantly, we might, joke amongst the brothers, or, we find comfort in the brotherhood, right? But that's it, man. Because even when you try to, yesterday, all right, I was with the brother yesterday, another brother yesterday, and we was basically trying to watch TV, right? And basically like plug into the Matrix, right? But it's boring, man. We didn't even find, like, when you try to, like, after studying or whatever, when you try to, go into the world or do, stuff, it's boring. When you watch TV, there's nothing on TV for it. It's just nothing in this world. That's basically what I'm saying. Nothing in this world is entertaining, man. Everything is just boring. If it ain't about this truth or whatever, there's no excitement in that, because everything, I want to say Solomon said that everything is vanity, right? He said, behold, I think it might have been David, but he said, behold, the whole world is just vanity, man. Everything is vain. It is better to hear I'm gonna go on to 7.
Okay.
It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, right? So, and it says, a gift destroyeth the heart. So, of course, we're going to be mad, man. Of course, we're going to be, and mad doesn't necessarily mean angry. Mad just means crazy. Like, mad, this shit, if people knew the thoughts that went through your head on a day-to-day basis, man.
Like, what is it? Madness? Like, not
madness,
angry,
man,
but madness. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, that should make you crazy, man. Because like I said, I mean, if people were able to hear your thoughts, if people were able to hear our thoughts, man, they'd put us in the nearest jail cell, man.
Put them
You
in
know?
a damn psych ward. Or,
Yeah, put us in a psych ward. Like, if they were able to, know what we go through and the things that the troubles that we go through. But that's how you know that GMS,
yep.
we're the men of the Lord, man, because we're the only ones really going through these things, man. We're really the only camp that's meditating on the reality. The realities of this world, which is, the fact that we're oppressed, right? The fact that, we, just America is just wicked and it has to be brought down. We're the only ones really going through the prophecies, right? And going through the marks, going through, looking forward to the famine, we're the only ones that's being the watchmen, man. But that just goes to show you we in the spirit and these other guys ain't. You wanted to bring that up?
Yeah, I got since we were talking about the refining of gold, and, how the Lord's got to purify us and, put us through these different trials and tribulations. This is Sirach 2:5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." All right, so that scripture there it's pretty plain, man. You can't. There's no need to break that down. If you don't get that scripture, man, then this. I don't know what to say. But I got another one too.
Mm-hmm.
Since you were you brought out the point, what I'm saying, of just sacrifice. I guess basically just sacrificing yourself. That's part of suffering too. I got Romans 12:1. It says, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice." All right. So if you try not to go through these adversities and the suffering and whatever comes your way, and you trying to duck and hide from it, you're not being you're not presenting yourself a living sacrifice. You're basically just trying to get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says, "Holy, acceptable men unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service." So
Right. And if I could say this, man, it's gonna get harder, man. It's gonna get harder because one of the brothers in our camp, Tazwan, he just did a lesson on the mechanics of this truth changing, and it's gonna change, man. It's because right now we have it easy. We're able to, we have the brothers here. We have, we have the internet, right? We're able to spiritually boost ourselves when we get weak in the faith. But, it's going to get tougher, man, because those resources, you're not going to have all those resources, in the times to come, man. So that's going to be the ultimate test of faith is when we don't have those things. We don't, all those resources and that motivation, right? It's gonna change, man. It's gonna completely change. But I got one more precept.
Okay.
Did you have any more?
Okay,
we could end it on this.
Okay.
But it says 1 John 2:17. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 15. "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world." All right, because if you love this world, man. Actually, I'm gonna read on. "If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Right. So if you love in this world, man, if you constantly worrying about just the affairs of this life, right? Because you brought out, entangling yourself in the affairs of this life. If you're worried about money, you worried about succeeding in America, you worried about
401k,
benefits,
plans,
right? You really shouldn't even worry about, how you're gonna eat today. You shouldn't even worry about how, simple stuff, man, because just live, man. Just the Lord's gonna take care of you, man. But it says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Right? So don't love this world, man, because you really gotta hate this world because it's just nothing but wickedness, man. If you love this world, you wicked as well, because that means you loving wickedness. Because if you a man of the world, if you're a man of the Lord, and you're righteous, then you're gonna see this world for what it is, and it's just complete madness, wickedness, and just folly, man. It says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life," right? And the pride of life. And what's the source of that pride of life? Money, right?
Yep.
Lust of the flesh, desire. Lust is your desires of the flesh. Because I mean, of course, you know, in your spirit, that's Jake's spirit. Jake has a real royal spirit. So Jake wants to be rich. Jake wants to. When you look at the average Jake's goals or desires, what is it? Money, women, clothes, cars, big houses, right? So, and that's the average Jake. The average Jake, they're just looking to be rich, man. And if being in this truth, if you're not looking for that, or you talk to a Jake and you're like, man, fuck money, man, they gonna look at you like you crazy. I'm not even worried about making money, man. They gonna look at you like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with you?
This nigga crazy.
Right.
I'm gonna get money, you know. But it says, and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So they're of the world. Everyone that's worried about, even Nate, man, even these other camps, man, that are trying to make money in merchandise, man. They're of the world, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. So the fashion of this world passeth away, man. It's deteriorating. It's constantly just going down, man. It's decaying, right? So if you're of this world, if your desires are in this world, if you're putting all your trust and hope in this society, then you're gonna decay with it. But he that doeth the will of the power, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi abideth forever. Right? So, as you see, man, if brothers, to all the brothers out there that are doing this will, man, it's important for us to keep on doing this will, man. Doing his will, doing the work, right? Continuing in the faith, increasing in the faith, all right? Going out on the highways and byways, teaching, all right? And just continue to wake up the elect and just continue to catch hell. Yep. And get up out of here, man.
You know what? I got one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, and we talked about suffering in this lesson, and doing the will of the work. Well, Yahawashi was doing the will of the Lord, the Heavenly Father, and he had to suffer. So not just only going out to the highways and byways and putting videos up and studying, but also that part of that the will is to suffer. If I'm I don't want to go off, but if I'm not mistaken, Yahawashi had to suffer, and that was part of the Lord's will. It says, I'm gonna read 1 Corinthians 4:10. It says, we are fools for Yahawashi's sake. Right? And when we out there teaching, we don't get no respect. All right? You got people come up to us, cussing us out. They want to fight us. They trying to embarrass us. But the scriptures say we are fools for Yahawashi's sake. So, that's part of that suffering. It says, but ye are wise in Yahawashi. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Just like I said. Mm-hmm. So, and that, that's basically the point of that scripture right there.
Right. We're fools, man. to the world, we're foolish, man, because we're not focused on the cares of this world, the lusts of the flesh. We're not focused on that. We're focused on this truth. We're focused on getting the hell out of here, because the average person, they don't know what's going on. They don't know why we want to get out of here. They find comfort in this place. They don't see anything wrong with homosexuals being on top. They don't see anything wrong with any of this stuff. But that's because the Lord has blinded them from seeing that that there's more to hope for, because they don't see. They just think this is it. You're gonna live this life in America and you're gonna die and that's it. They don't even believe in reincarnation, so they don't even think, oh, if I die, I'm gonna come back and try again. They just think, I'm just gonna die.
Let me
I'm
ask
just
you.
gonna live this life.
Let me just ask this then.
Like,
if somebody, like, if you was to just go out in the street and just ask some random dude, man, what if you lost your job, your family, your car? What if you were just out on the street corners? You didn't have no money, no food, you had nowhere to sleep. Ask them what they would do. Oh man, I don't know. Some people might kill themselves. What we gonna do? We gonna embrace that, like Job did. Job did that. Imagine all the suffering Job went through.
Well, the disciples, man. The disciples
left.
left. They left their families. They left their jobs. They left everything, and they were following Yahawashi. So, hey, I mean, we done lost jobs. We done lost, we done lost everything, man. At some point in this truth, man, you've been in this truth. You've been in this truth, at least 2-3 years, man. You done lost a lot of shit, man. You done lost your most prized shit. And if you haven't, then the Lord, you might want to reevaluate. You might want to go back into the world, because the Lord might not be dealing with you, man, if you haven't lost nothing, man. Because, I mean, but that's the mechanics of this truth, man. Is giving up, is sacrificing everything and following the Lord. Bringing your cross, right? Carrying your cross with Yahawashi. So, that's pretty much it on that. But Lord willing, you brothers were edified, and we just got to continue just staying in the faith and casting your burdens, anything that you're going through. Just continue to pray and fast and have hope in Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. All right. All praise to Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi, and Shalom.